Today I'm going to teach you how I make my artisan sourdough loaves. Now keep in mind this is going to create 2 loaves, so if you want to only do one, you're going to want to half the ingredients. But the step-by-step instructions will still be the same and just as time consuming. You want to get about 190 grams of active sourdough. If you go a little bit over, that's okay. This recipe is very forgiving. And then you want to do about 780 grams of water. I like to use spring water because my starter and bread prefers it, but you can just use purified water if that's what you'd like. Once you get the sourdough starter dissolved in the water, you're going to add 1,060 grams of bread flour. And then 4 teaspoons of salt. I like to use Redmond's real salt, but you can use whatever you have on hand. Then you want to let it rise for about 45 minutes to an hour before doing your first round of stretch and folds. I like to use gloves, but if you're making it just for yourself, you don't have to. The stretch and folds are very forgiving, so I try to do 1 round of stretch and folds about every hour. And I'll do that for about 4 or 5 hours, just depending on what it looks like. Once it is very big and bubbly, I will break it into 2 rolls. So I start the process at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and then about 6 p.m. or so is when it will go into the fridge for overnight proofing. Once I am ready to bake them, I will preheat my oven to 450 degrees with my cast iron skillet inside, and I will bake for 45 minutes with the lid on and 10 with the lid off.